Hi, welcome back to Real Talk with Sarasota's luxury waterfront specialist, Roger Pettingell. Hey, Roger.
Good morning, Mary Kay. Here we are in the sunshine with the birds. It's so beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's the 1st of March.
I know, that's funny. Like, we wait so long for season to come, and then here we are, bam. It's
Bam.
March.
Yeah.
And we used to think February and March was it, right? Like, then everybody packs up and goes home, especially if there's an early Easter or Passover or spring break. You know, now we pretty much have drugged the season out to, I'll even say, the end of May.
Right.
So we have a lot of people here who are 6 month residences for tax purposes primarily. So they might even come from October to May.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we're not like in the, I would have in the old days said, you know, 30 days, that's it, but not anymore.
Not anymore. And we have a little bit later Easter this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought we'd just sort of get a little update on how season 2017 is shaping up.
You know, I would say it's always easy to look back. So like if you asked me, it'd be a lot easier if you said what was 2016, right? Then
I don't ask easy questions.
I thought about that. Like last January, super slow. The stock market was way down. Easy to figure that out. Obviously, the stock market's way up now, right? So we're at record highs in the stock market,
right.
Dow Industrials. You know, you would think that would be a great indicator for us. It seems to even be a tricky indicator. So people, they want to make more money while they're in the stock market. I would argue this would be a perfect time to be diversifying that portfolio
right.
into the real estate realm. Now, a lot of the readings I do for national markets, you know, if you go into the California markets, some a little bit in New York, some of the different cities, California, and then clearly like to a city like Toronto, you put something on, you can get as many as 60 offers in a day.
Wow.
And that just makes my head spin to think about
right.
that. I'm just looking for like one really good offer. That's all I really need. We have, I would say February started out a little bit slower than we're used to.
Right.
Why is that? And I ponder that a lot. I think about the stock market. I think about the weather, which we've had as good a season weather as we ever have.
Like three cool days.
And it's been pretty cold up north. I think they've had really cold, but then it's, you know, warmed up, so people kind of forget maybe. I don't know whether they'll think about this as a cold winter or not. Mm-hmm. You know, I think the election, we thought that would add certainty to people's minds, but at the same time, it brought in big change, and I think that there were people sitting on the sidelines saying, you know, what does that change mean for me?
Right.
Still, when I'm thinking about owning a second home in Florida, like, why do I want to wait? You know, I want to enjoy this. I want the tax advantages. I think this year you have some more opportunity. There's some more good inventory out there for you to choose amongst.
Truly, right.
And towards the end of February, you know, last week, we've started to see quite a pickup.
Yes.
So we've had some big sales, we've had some little sales. You know, kind of the mid-range is actually what we're seeing is a little bit slower. Mm-hmm. I'd say now, like, you want to be a buyer, you want to get that. I remember so well after stock market drops where people said, they'd walk into an open house and they said, the money I lost, I could have bought this house, right? I mean, it might not be today, it might be tomorrow, but, you know, nothing goes straight up.
Right.
You know, be smart, diversify, buy Florida real estate.
And people are still listing, so the inventory is changing constantly as well.
Right, we've got a lot of, you know, renovated places. We've got some great new construction stuff. You know, really, you can come down and find something pretty great.
You sure
can. And I feel like you're getting still a great fair value, especially when you compare it with other Florida markets.
Yeah, and our inventory is also ever changing, so please stay up to date by visiting longboatrealestate.com often. Thanks so much for joining us on Real Talk. See you next time.